So I just want to welcome everybody again to Silent Conversations. Today I have a very special guest, my cousin Kim.
Hi.
She's visiting from New York. She flew in for me, I would like to say. Not really. It's Christmas. But while she was here, I said I want to have a really just important conversation or just see how things flow. Because one of the things I always promote and the purpose of this podcast is to normalize the conversations of death and dying.
Yes.
And having those conversations with your family members to hopefully open up and discuss. I really wanted to talk with someone that's my family, really close friend, and just...
Her only friend.
My only friend, yes, my only friend. But just have that conversation with you. So, welcome, Kim.
Thank you for having me, Rochelle.
How are you feeling?
I'm good.
You don't have to be so
It's
formal.
a cold day.
I mean, it's Canada in December, so...
I say that every time I go outside, so... Excuse my Jamaican accent comes out a little bit, though, because I heard it.
You haven't lived in Jamaica for years, so you are Canadian and you're a New Yorker
I'm
now.
not
So,
either. I'm Jamaican.
Get used to the weather. You've been here for a very long time.
That's true. I guess I will. Okay.
But no, thank you for coming through. So, with you, first off, I know you call me weird.
Because you are weird.
And why am I weird, Kim?
It's just...
Because I like to talk about death.
Yeah, and you had a jewelry box, a casket jewelry box.
I did, and I didn't bring it today.
Thank God.
No, I mean, there's a long story behind it, but it's fine.
Who gave you that?
No one gave it to me, so I went to the Funeral History Museum in Houston.
Okay.
And that was a fun trip.
Okay.
It's actually really interesting. Like non...
I didn't even know they had a funeral museum, first of all.
Funeral History Museum, it's a big one in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to see a friend in Houston, and then I went to the museum.
Okay.
I like to say I went to the museum. That was the purpose of the trip. And then I just saw the friend.
Mm-hmm.
So the casket was there on the way out, and I thought it was cute. A little memento to put on my desk at the time when I worked at the funeral home.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not morbid.
It was totally morbid.
Only when I tell people what it is.
Yeah, it's morbid.
But regardless of what, that's what that is.
And that's why you're weird.
That's okay. I'm weird. So I thought it was really important to have this conversation with you, my friend, my cousin, and also the type of family we grew up in.
Yeah.
We're very open. We joke a lot.
Yeah.
And what we talk about. So that's why I've always felt comfortable to discuss this topic with my family. I wanted to ask you, growing up, how do you feel our family talked about death? Disclaimer. You are my cousin from my father's side.
Correct.
So there's an age gap as well.
Yes.
So yes, we grew up together, but like closer as we
get
got
older.
and
Yeah.
the ages got closer. So when I talk about my family and how open we are talking about death, that's my mom's side of the family, which you join that side too.
Yeah.
But the I don't want to say the smaller side, my dad's side, which is the side you come from, how do you find they talk about the topic about death? I already know my auntie thinks she's an orphan.
Yeah, mommy swears she's an orphan because she lost both of her parents, but it's not like her parents died when she was super, super young, but I understand the whole idea of being an orphan. But I don't, personally speaking, my mom is comfortable talking about death more than I am.
Yeah.
For me, it just seems so final. It's so depressing to talk about, whatever. So I avoid the conversation. So it's not necessarily I grew up like trying to like listen to what my mom is saying about death. I'd be like, oh mom, just stop, please. Because it's almost like I think whatever you say, like the tongue is super powerful. So you start talking about certain things, it's almost like it's going to affect you. So I always try to like deter her from even speaking about death. Right?
But why? Is it because of their age?
I think because of their age as well, because my parents are older. So I really think it's because of their age, and I just want to hold on
whoever's
to
listening, like,
them.
how old are your parents?
Pause. I don't think she want me to say that.
Oh, okay, so we forget that. We will not say
I-
my aunt's age.
She would probably like...
No problem. But they're older parents.
Yeah, they're older. And speaking about it with them, especially my mom, it's a little bit harder as well because I'm an only child as well.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, whew, at least she had her brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
When her parents passed away, who am I going to have? You know what I
Do
mean?
you feel like you'll be left alone?
Not really. I have you guys, obviously, and I have my other part of my life as well. But it's just I'm super close to my parents. I'm very, very close to my parents. So having them go, I don't think I'm prepared for it in the sense that, yeah, I'm financially prepared for it. Yes, they planned out what they want to do, but emotionally, I'm not prepared for it. Yeah, I'm definitely not prepared for it. But in terms of like culturally as well, like about death, like I'm Jamaican, and they don't shy away talking about death.
No.
Right? Nine nights, all of that. Like it's a celebration of life, whatever. But personally, me speaking, I saw my first dead body.
When? Hold on. How come you've never told me that?
Oh, because I was going to save it. I was going to save it for this. Okay. So I saw my first dead body about like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago. First time in my life.
Okay.
First time. Because even when people die for me, I don't look at them. Right?
Why?
I don't want to remember you in that light.
Okay.
For example, I don't consider him the first dead body, but Uncle Neville, when he passed away, right? I glimpsed him, and I just looked away. But because he did not even look like him? He did not. He looked like a completely different person just from the glimpse I glimpsed, right? But the body that I saw, it's not even fair to say I saw the body. I saw the hand, the arm. That was good enough for me.
You're
so I went to, there was a guy, he lives in the apartment building where I live in, and he basically, like, something happened to him. He died, and we were the first one on scene because his family lives in another state. And then she called us, asked us to check in on him, like do a wellness check. So time we got in there, he was already dead. And I kind of like
did the wellness check. You went into his apartment.
Yeah, it was like the build, like my household, and then some other close neighbors as well went in. The super broke. It was a whole thing. The super broke into the firewall escape to get inside the apartment building to get to him. And by the time we all got in there, we're like looking for him. And by the time we saw him, we just saw his body was there. But I saw his arm. So just from his finger all the way up to his arm.
You?
It didn't traumatize me. I felt like, it's so weird. I felt a feeling came over me that it was so like, I turned to my boyfriend. I'm like, oh my God, that was my first dead body.
Technically dead hand.
Yeah, it's the dead hand. Okay, fine. The first dead hand. And he's looking at me so dramatic. He's like, what? I'm like, I've never done this before. And I'm whispering, and he's like, he can't hear you.
Yeah, he can hear you.
I'm like, he can hear me, right? But I'm like, this is too much for me. I had to step aside. And I had to like pray for him because I'm like, he died by himself and there was no one there with him. He died alone. No, he was definitely a Catholic. He was Haitian. He Catholic. Do not grain of salt. But it just seems so lonesome and whatever. So I like back to my mom. It's like I don't know if I want to even be there if she passes. I don't know how I'm gonna react, and I'm not ready for it. I'm not.
So you don't think having the conversations in advance will kind of soften it or prepare you emotionally for it, or it doesn't matter?
As time goes, the time is preparing me for it.
And also,
her age just prepared me for
it. Last year when you thought I was dying.
Oh, that was even worse because I was so overwhelmed with grief that
I didn't even die. I wasn't even dying.
But it's like my mind just started going crazy because it's like I'm like, okay, what's going on with her? And I'm like searching all these things. I'm like, oh my God, Chris, I might have to go back to Toronto to see Rochelle because you looked like you were on your final days.
Well, I was very sick. And
100%.
I was not on my final days, but I can understand
you
how
had
that can
Sealy braids.
Okay, because I didn't have time to comb my hair before I went to the hospital.
Yeah,
so it was last minute that I ended up checking into the hospital. Mm-hmm. So I had to do what I had to do with my hair.
So you came from home with the Sealy braids?
No, I came from home with my hair in a bun.
Okay.
But now that I'm in there now and I can't leave and it's been days, I got to do something. I can't just keep it in a bun. This is before I cut my hair, obviously, audience. I can't keep it that way. So the best thing for me to do is just plait it up a little bit.
Well, you did.
Listen to plaited me. But I remember you calling me, and in my head I was like, I wanted to hang up the phone on you because your face, you just stared at the
because you didn't
FaceTime.
even answer my calls.
Because
you stopped
I'm weak.
answering me. So Araya, I had to call Araya, and Araya was depressed.
Yes, she was.
Araya was sad or whatever. And then when Araya was telling me what's going on, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then I spoke to your mom, and it's like Auntie Carlene is like, she doesn't handle certain situations well.
No,
she doesn't.
She doesn't.
And for her, she was not doing well. As much as she was trying, she was so sad about it. And then when she was talking to me and she gave me the updates, I was like, oh my gosh. Like her only friend, my kind of only friend.
I am your only friend.
Right?
Might be gone.
Like, might be gone. I'm like, who am I gonna, talk to? And it was very sad because I really and truly, I'm not even prepared for that. As much as time prepared me for my parents, it's like you're like out of nowhere this is happening to you, and you're still young and you're still young and fresh, and it's like wow, and Araya, what happened to her? It's like, it's too much. At least you're fine and you look good. At least you look good. The short hair fits you.
Thank you.
It fits your bone structure, so that's good.
Thank you very much.
That's good.
I had no choice. There was no more hair left. But what I liked about that, whoa, let me choose my wording correctly.
yeah.
Hindsight is 2020, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people, obviously, when you die, you don't get to see how people will, I guess, mourn you. I got a glimpse of that day because you weren't the only cousin. I had another one that just came and just stared at me
Yeah.
and didn't know what to do. I saw how my parents were reacting. My dad completely closed down. He's trying to be supportive for everybody. He was there stealing my snacks. But like he just
Sounds
didn't know
about
what
right.
to do with himself.
Yeah.
My mom also, my daughter, that one really hit me. That's why I want to have these conversations as much as possible, especially with her, is that once I got better, she said, "Oh my gosh, I'm not ready for you to leave me."
Yeah.
Because that time I was in the hospital, she was home alone. Well, no, she wasn't home alone. My boyfriend was there. But she had to come to the hospital to visit me, bring me food. She was just completely independent. She wasn't ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
So that experience made me say, okay, I have to start having these conversations with her, more so out of my morbid fascination, and actually sit down with her and say, okay, one day I will not be here. How are we preparing for this? Especially she is my only child. Just like you're thinking, it's going to be hard for her when I do go, right? I had this thought the other day where someone asked me if I'm afraid of dying, and I never used to have a fear of it. And after I got sick and just recently, I am. It's because of her. And I think that fear might go once she's married and has her own children. I don't want to die.
Because almost like she's now
exactly.
have her own. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Right. So I do understand, at least from the parent side, or I understand where you're coming from when you say, I'm an only child. My parents are all I have. What will it be like when they're no longer here?
For sure.
How'd your dad talk about it?
It's the same thing. My parents are very much prepared for when they pass. But my dad also, we don't really have that. We already had the conversation when it comes to trust and will and stuff like that. So it's almost like conversation happened there. But for us to sit down and have a regular conversation about passing away, it's definitely not part of the bingo card. Definitely not.
Sorry, you said not part of the bingo card.
It's not on the bingo card.
Them passing away?
No, like the conversation, just having a death conversation. Like them, we already spoke about it. Like, this is what I want to do. This is what this is. This is what you need to do when this happens, and that's it.
So instead of maybe formal conversations about what's going to happen, how you're going to feel, now that you guys have that all sorted, how do you guys move in your everyday life? Like, do you make sure you guys take moments, take trips, whatever it is to build?
Oh, for sure.
How do you?
That's why when I come back to visit, when I'm here, I stay with my parents. I visit them. I go out with my parents. As much as I want to go and see other people,
Who's other people?
She really thinks that I have
You don't have any other friends.
no other friends except for her. When I go see other people, right, it's like I feel bad leaving them because I haven't seen them for a while because I'm gone like months at a time. So when I come back, I try to make sure I cherish those moments and spend time with them, which I do. I don't want to be one of those kids that if and when my parents do pass, that I'm going to look back and say, oh my God, I haven't seen my parents in months. I haven't spoken to my parents in months either. That's not me.
So since you said that and you make the conscious effort to like spend that time with them, is there a moment from your past or recent, doesn't matter when, just not today, that you wish you could sit with a little bit longer? Like, oh, I remember that time that me and my mom went and did this, or, and maybe.
That's a tough one. I think it would have been more like when I was much younger, where we used to go on trips. Like in Jamaica, we used to go to the river.
Yeah.
And my uncle had a farm up in St. Thomas. And I remember us just packing up as a kid, getting everything ready to go. We went on a bus. Yeah. And it was everybody on the bus. And I was sitting with my parents, and we got to the farm, and we had to trek down a hill. And it's just like it's so weird, but it reminded me of just peace in my life at that one point. I remember clearly, it was just us all three walking together, all our like other family members, but it was me, my dad, and my mom walking through the farm, getting to the river, and we had the best time ever. I really hold on to that memory because it was a time where it was just like everybody was just happy and they were younger and I
Yeah.
was young. I didn't care about anything. I was just living my best life as a kid, and I really hold on to that memory
And
of
it's
them.
more of a just natural in the moment feeling.
Yeah.
But do you find that now that you're older and they're older, it's more of a, I have to do this?
Oh, absolutely not. It's not a chore for me
Yeah.
to spend time with my parents. My parents go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning.
You guys,
They be up.
I
You know
know.
this. My
Yes.
parents are loud. They be
Yes.
up. Like, there's never a point where my dad loves going to dim sum. We go to dim sum all the time. My dad loves having a drink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My mom loves fashion. My mom's fashionista. So there's many times where we just chill and we talking about nonsense. So it's never a chore for me to just hang out with them
Yeah.
at all, ever. Until it becomes that, like, that wouldn't even feel genuine to me.
Well, it seems that you're okay with everything now then.
I am.
I guess you don't have a choice. And you took away the planning because me and your mom sat down and planned her funeral.
I know you guys did. Down to the music.
Does she still have
I
it?
know it. Yes, she does. It's in her underwear drawer.
Good.
Ask me, I don't know why, but it's there at the
Ooh,
top.
now you know where to find it.
I know where to find it. I see it all the time when I go in there.
So you had those conversations with your mom,
Mm-hmm.
with your spouse. How do you guys talk about those things? Because you guys are both still young, life ahead of you.
He's not scared of death.
He's not scared of death. Is he scared to talk about it?
He's not either.
Okay. So
He's very much not. I don't know. Maybe some of the rough streets of New York,
first off,
child.
why hasn't he
But
had those conversations with me then?
I
You gotta
don't
bring him
know.
over here.
Maybe ask him.
I didn't know
He's
someone-
not that talkative though, but he's really
Yeah.
not that. He's not. He's very much like whoop-de-doo.
No. Okay. Yes. So I guess that means he's not afraid of it, which is
No.
fine. But do you guys have those conversations
To
about?
be honest, not at all. No,
No. Do
we
you
never.
want to have those conversations with him?
If it came up naturally, sure, but for me to spark it, it was never a thought. I guess because we're not married and we don't have kids as yet
Yeah.
or stuff like that. Maybe that's why it hasn't come up. But maybe I could one day ask him, but I don't know how it's gonna sound over a glass of Lamarco.
Well, it's not someone. It's not. God, that laugh. It's not like you guys met a year ago, right? You guys been together for a while, so that's why I ask about that type of conversation. You may not be married, but it's still your long-term partner, right?
100%. If and when he passes away, I'm gonna be shattered. 100%, and I better be. If he better be shattered if I go too. Like he better be on the floor crying.
You guys go together. How about that?
You know, so I pray to God every day. When I say my prayers at night, I say, God, I hope me and Chris live to see 100 years old.
Oh, okay, I thought
And
you
he-
meant when he dies, you die. I was like,
No,
girl,
I want
could
us both to see 100 years old.
Okay.
And just holding hands like the Notebook.
I've never seen that movie. No, I'm not interested. It doesn't seem.
This is a different kind of topic of conversation. I need to have with you after the fact.
I've had it with many people, and they're all shocked. I'm like, it's not that great of a movie.
Not
you
that
should
great
be-
movie. It was more like a tearjerker.
I don't think so. Okay, I lied. I saw some of it. I'm like,
Because it takes a lot for you to actually cry.
yes, but I still have emotions. Yeah, like Titanic still makes me cry. Yeah.
Which scene? When
The
they
whole
froze.
movie.
Really, but the Notebook, you don't feel
No,
any.
it's okay.
The scene in Notebook that makes me cry is
Yeah.
the final moment that they share together. That's what makes me cry.
So I watched. I don't know if you saw it come up on Netflix. It's a new show, Empty Rooms. I think it's called. It's a one-time. Yeah, it's not a show. It's a one-time.
It's a documentary.
Documentary.
Yeah.
That made me cry.
I put it on my reminder.
Yeah.
And every time it's time for me to watch it, I get overwhelmed when I start. And I cannot.
It's definitely
Because
pulls at your heartstrings.
it
for sure.
definitely does. Even if you don't have a child, whatever.
It's just
and
that-
even if it's just like just seeing the amount of loss
Mm-hmm.
and grief that people have to go through, and then just waking up every day and passing their child's room, and then
They're not there.
it's just set in time.
There was one woman mother who said, excuse me, the Prosecco's making me burp.
There's a lot of bubbly.
It's a lot of bubbly. No, but one of the mothers said that she hasn't even washed his clothes.
I wouldn't either.
She said, but his underwear I did because that's nasty. She literally said that. And I'm like, I feel you, girl. But she hasn't washed any. She left the room exactly how it is.
Yes, it's
and
set in time.
It's set in time, and it is kind of sad. And a coworker of mine who I spoke with in an interview before, and he was talking about his son, and I didn't even realize. So, just to backtrack a little bit, he was talking about his son, and his son passed away, and I didn't know where his son's room was in the house. So whenever we see each other at work, we have conversations about him fixing up his office. His office is in the basement. He works out in the basement. That's the conversation we have. So I'm always telling him, get rid of the boxes, do all that stuff. I keep reminding him, take it down. I didn't realize that his son's room was in the basement. And he probably was keeping it that way until recently. Granted, I didn't know, right? And he never said it until recently. So now I'm looking back, I'm like, I feel bad for trying to force him. Because I'm like, get your life together, sir. But I didn't know. I thought
like his life fell apart in that basement. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you're so dramatic. I don't know if his life fell apart in the basement.
I feel like losing a child. Well,
no, definitely losing a child. His life fell apart in the basement. I don't think that's what that is.
Okay, right. Meaning that his child was down there. That was his room, and then his life fell apart. The moment his son died.
I'll let you. That was a nice tagline. His life fell apart in the basement. I don't think that's what it was.
Okay, fine. His life fell apart
at the front door when the police came, for sure.
100%.
But the base, I don't. I guess I just did what you just did, where maybe I overanalyzed the fact that, oh shoot, that was his son's room. But I can understand why the parents they're stuck at that age.
It's like my grandmother. I wear her ring with me.
Yeah.
Like, I do not take it off. If I lose that ring,
Where's the ring?
It's right here.
Okay, I'll put you on the spot because you say you have it. So
I do. The only time I take it off is when I'm sleeping or bathing.
So your grandmother,
my dad's mom,
your dad's mom passed away.
Yeah.
And our uncles.
Yes, and our grandmother.
And our grandmother have passed away. And I'm not discounting them. Some of them are really old. Yeah, our uncles were not old. They were still what, 60, 70? No,
he was in his 70s.
Have you had or experienced loss, maybe closer to your age group, a close friend?
I have. A couple of them as well. I went to school with a guy. As much as I didn't talk that much to him, we did exchange few words every time I saw him. He was such a sweet person. And I remember we graduated university, and we were all like, okay, everybody did their own thing. And one day we got a text message from another, because we're all in a group chat together, from someone in the group chat to say that so-and-so passed away in a car crash.
Oh, wow.
And it was like, he was so young, and it was so heartbreaking, because I'm like, I just saw him.
You just saw him.
Right? Yeah. And then another guy, when I came to Canada for the first time, I went to a party. It was my first, I guess, town center party.
What the hell's that? You looked at me as if I want to know.
Because they do that at, like, the Meadowville Town Center.
Oh,
they had a party over there
at the community center.
Community center, not the town center. Sorry.
I had a
the same thing. The whole thing is town center.
What the hell is a town center
So
party?
the community center party.
Yes.
One of those ones was my first ones, and I remember he was so. Pardon me, Chris. He was very handsome. Like, he was.
I was about to say, who the hell is Chris?
He's gonna cut your ass.
Because you looked over, I'm like, who the hell?
I'm apologizing,
Yeah.
But he was good looking. Every girl wanted him, right? And then we're in a party and we're dancing, and he chose me to dance with him. Okay. I was like, okay, because I was Jamaican, and I just came from Jamaica, so I was doing the most. I was doing too much than I was supposed to do, right?
How old were you?
I was 15.
15, okay.
I was doing a lot anyways, so we were dancing together, and I remember a few months later, he went to a Sega, and he drowned.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, wow.
That's it.
That's it. Like, I never saw him again.
But that's such a young age to experience.
It's
like a friend no longer being there.
Yes. Like, it was very, very sad.
So how did you process that as a young person? That's just it?
It's just like, to this, I never really thought I processed. I don't think I processed it.
And maybe I asked that question because, again, even though this is not a fascination of mine, but it's a passion of mine, I've never experienced that, thankfully, at a young age. So I'm always curious when that happens to someone at a young age and what they feel and how they process it. And I bring that back to my daughter, who I always say, like, she's experienced a lot.
Yeah.
And it's not, a grandmother.
No,
if my mom died, she would have a heart attack. But it was friends. And just like you said, it was a friend that she saw on the Friday.
And they were gone.
Monday, they were gone.
Yeah.
And I'm noticing that she's having a hard time. She doesn't want to speak about him. She has his memorial card up. She wrote a letter to him. I didn't read it, I promise. But she wrote a letter to him and she kind of keeps it on her mirror. But I know she has a hard time because I think she's living with a lot of guilt as well because she said to me, he would always call and they're supposed to meet up and they never met up. And she finally met up with him on Friday. She had a job interview where we live, which is close to where they live because we moved away. So she wasn't seeing him all the time. And he's like, yeah, we're going to get together. They saw each other Friday, planned to get together again as a group. And the Monday was Labor Day long weekend. He passed away. And I remember when I first got the call from her because I was in New York and she's just calling, freaking out,
Yes.
panicking. And she didn't know how to process that. And still now, when I start talking to her about it, she shies away. Sometimes she'll bring him up to me, but I think she feels guilty.
Yes.
So it's now making her want to like hold on to other friendships. Another one of her friends passed away not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. And it's the same thing. It's just, he was just here. I was just talking to him. And then Apple, with their reminder pictures, sends pictures.
Thank God I didn't have any.
Well,
we didn't have an
that's
iPhone
the
back because
thing,
it would have been
right?
even more
She
traumatic.
got a reminder picture for the first friend that passed away because it was back to school. So Apple reminded them of when they went back to school in grade 8 and how they were running after each other. And he tried to give her a hug and a kiss.
Give it
And she's like,
Apple.
get away from me. And she's like, I don't need to see this right
Do
now.
not need a reminder.
So it's
at
always
all.
fascinating not fascinating, wrong choice of words. I'm always interested to hear how people process that at such at a young age.
I feel like it's the way how they pass as well. Like if you're sick and then eventually, like if you know someone is very sick,
Yeah.
that means you're processing
Yeah.
that. And yeah, eventually they're going to pass away and you know that they're going to pass away. Yeah, you're still not prepared for it when they do pass away, but it's like you're like, okay, this is why they're passing away. I think how your daughter's friends passed away was very traumatic.
Yeah.
Right? And the way how the guy I mentioned passed away was super traumatic as well. Right? Because it's almost like, whew, it was so sudden. Like
They were there. Yeah.
Exactly.
They were gone tomorrow.
It was too, should not have happened.
Yeah.
How could it have been avoided? Right?
Yeah.
And even this guy I went to high school with, was friends with his sister. He passed away, but he passed away from a heart failure.
So that was
Right?
easier to process for you then?
No, not at all. It was like, not really. I guess because I did see him all the time as well, and I did know about him. But it's like I went so many years not speaking to him, or what I went to school, and they moved away to another city in Ontario, so I didn't really see him as much anymore. But when I did go to the house, I did connect back with him. But him passing away from what he did pass away from was also very rough as well. But
You said
it was not
heart failure, right?
traumatic. Yeah, it was heart failure. It was not traumatic. So it's almost like his heart gave out and he passed. But to know that you're about to die, because the person that drowned, he knew he was about to drown.
What do you mean he knew he was about to?
So they went out to swim,
Yeah.
and it was 3 of them went out to swim. He was the only one that didn't make it back because he got tired.
So you're saying he obviously in the moment he's
In
drowning.
the moment, right? So it's like I can't imagine what he was going through in that moment to know that this is how it ends.
What I noticed with you when you talk about people that died, you, and forgive me for the wrong choice of words, because maybe it's not projection or maybe it is, because the guy that died in the building in New York, you're like, oh, he died without a family. He probably was so sad and he's lonely, but we don't know that. Okay,
No,
yes,
we don't.
Right? And he's like, oh, he's dying and he knew he was gonna die. Like, yeah, okay, he's drowning in the moment. Yeah.
I guess it was the other
but-
guy that passed away. He had I think it was a stroke and a heart attack, and he was old. He was 90 something years old.
But I want to know why your thoughts go dramatic like that.
Because-
Is it you projecting maybe how you might be feeling? Because I don't think that way, so I'm not judging you.
I feel
you
like-
doing that.
I feel like having like
Like you thought I was dying. You're like, oh, I'm like, so
Well,
you go to like
she
when it
looked-
comes to the
I
topic
don't think
of
he
death.
I don't not thought you were dying. I just believe it's like what was going on with you.
Yeah.
What's happening and how do we not have a
Yeah.
solution? You looked crazy,
Okay,
right?
I looked beautiful, but regardless, why do you think you have those thoughts when someone dies? You almost put a story.
Because
them.
drowning is traumatic.
Yeah. So
So like in my head, I'm like, they know they're about to pass
yes,
away.
in that moment, but the
Where
way
the
you're
older
saying
guy-
it is almost like
he just checked out.
yes. But the reason maybe I'm not asking it correctly. Obviously, when someone's drowning in that exact moment, okay, I'm dying. But you almost say it as in if he had like a feeling, like he knew he was gonna die. And I was like, well, no, not until he was about to die, he knew he was gonna die.
Yeah. Like that's what I meant. Like, and while he's in the water drowning, fighting for his life, right? He knew, like, in that sense, like, oh my God, I'm not gonna make it.
No, yes, but I just find that you over dramatize it, which is fine. Yeah, that's why I'm just so curious why. I guess why you do that.
Because it was dramatic in itself.
Yeah, okay, so maybe I'm the morbid one because I'm like, girl, yes, he's dying.
I think it is because it's like being certain things that happen to people, how they pass away, like drowning, fire, and stuff like that. Like plane crashes and stuff. It's like, like it's about to happen to you, right? It's that in itself is traumatic. So sitting with there, you're like, oh my God, that's so sad, right? Yes. And also he was young. I think the man being 90 something years old, like 95 or whatever it is, it sounds like he lived a good life, and the way how he passed away, it was like he was already. But did he pass away traumatically? No, he didn't.
So why are we putting that? He's 90 something and he died.
Yeah, no, he's not. No, I'm not saying that. How the other guys died.
No,
was
traumatic. That's traumatic.
How he died, older guy, was like he just checked out.
Yeah, I know. So why were you like sad?
No, I was sad because it was my first dead body.
Oh, okay, that's what I was trying to understand.
No. I was sad because it was my first dead body.
Like,
no,
he's still 97. No, he lived a good life.
He lived a good life.
And
yeah,
he died in his home.
He died in his home. It is the best way to go. He died in his home. He lived a good life. But I was sad because it was my first dead body. I'm like, oh my God, this is so sad. Okay. I didn't even see my grandmother when she passed away.
You know what's funny? I realize that we have not. The reason I'm asking these questions, they seem so left field. Like, we actually never had these conversations.
We never had this conversation.
Outside of you making fun, or I make fun of you being sad about me, I know it's not a subject like you want to touch on. Sometimes I want to ask you about your parents and how you feel and how, like, I was going to say bi-coastal, I don't know geography. Living in two different countries, right? And going back and forth, how, like, isn't that affecting you? Like, obviously it does, but.
It does affect me, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm not going to be like one of those kids that regret not speaking. I speak to my parents every day. Yeah. Right? I visit them very often, right? So I miss them, but also I feel like if I went further away from them, lived further away, and I didn't talk to them much, I think I would have felt more guilt. But I don't have any guilt. Because
it's easy just to come back.
Yeah, I come back whenever.
No, for real.
I do.
For real.
I don't know why. I leave next week, and I come back in like 3 weeks. Yeah. Right? So back and forth. I talk to them every day. I do not have any guilt at all.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, now that I understand you a little bit better, we can start playing.
You make it so dramatic.
I make it dramatic?
Yeah, now that you understand me a little bit better.
No, but it's true. When it comes to that, we don't have that conversation, right? And sometimes I forget that I openly talk about these things sometimes that I don't realize that I haven't talked to you about, if that makes any sense. Right?
We probably spoke about it in passing, but not to like sit down like this and have a conversation at all.
With mics in front of our face? Definitely.
Forget the mics, just in general. Because when we be having roundtable discussions, it's not about this.
I would love it to be, but
But how do you even bring that up in a roundtable conversation?
I've had it at work.
We've never had this conversation.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I've had these conversations randomly with random people.
Yeah.
That's why to me it's like, okay, I'm glad I was able to talk to you a little bit. And I've always wanted to ask you about your parents and how you felt. Right? But I also don't want you to cry because you're very emotional.
I'm super emotional, but I'm not going to cry about that.
Okay, good.
No. As I mentioned, if I was one of those kids that do not see their parents, no offense to those kids either, but...
if you don't see your parents, boo.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo, right?
Suck. No, they suck. Go see your parents. I'm joking.
Whatever relationships, some people don't have good relationships with their parents, but me, I have a good relationship with my parents. Yeah. It's like my boyfriend, for example, he has an amazing relationship with his parents. And I love that. I see it there, and the love is there for him and his parents and his siblings as well. Yeah. And I have that same love for my parents as well. So it's and her too,
We're going to think we're lesbians.
No, she's the butch. I would be the feminine one.
Don't put that out there. Still trying to find a husband. I am not a lesbian.
Oh, that's true. Sorry. But you see how you say you're still trying to find a husband. You said my boyfriend earlier.
Because at the time, he was my boyfriend.
You never said ex.
Okay, he's ex now. But at the time, when I was dying in the hospital, he was my boyfriend.
There you go.
Yes. Anyways. So just to wrap things up, I have a few more questions I want to ask you. Right? Don't cry.
Why would I cry?
It might be a tear.
Who's projected now?
It's not like that at all. But I do want to know what a meaningful life looks like for you. As a woman of your age, only child, how would you if you were to, I don't want to say if you were to go now, but if you were, are you good with how things are now? Or if you had a time like, okay, Kim, you have 5 more years, what would that look like?
Knock on wood. Kim, you have 5 more years. What is this? A drywall?
There we go. Hey, we knocked. But if because how I look at it is anytime. God. Right?
Thank you.
So you should be living as if it could be any time.
I do.
So
I do try to live.
So, but let's just say you were given a time.
Mm-hmm.
How would you then say, okay, how am I going to fulfill, or how am I going to?
I'm gonna spend the first couple hours crying. I'll tell you that. Mm-hmm. I'll definitely spend the first couple hours, days crying, weeks, maybe months. I don't know. But after I come to terms with whatever it may be, I think the old cliche thing is, oh, I'm just gonna travel and do whatever, blow it all, right?
Yeah.
Don't do that, because next thing is like The Last Holiday when she blew it all, and then what do you come back to?
I never watched that movie.
Okay, so I think I'm about to revoke your
you
black
gotta
card.
give me.
I'm not giving you grace.
I've never seen it.
Not giving you grace. It's like I rather spend it with like my family, and
the whole 5 years.
Yeah,
it's a long time, man. I got things to do.
I want him to be sick of me. I want him to say, girl, you sick and all, you might be down, but do not come back over here. I want him to be sick of me, right? And I want to make sure I take as much pictures as I possibly can, because I have a lot of images in my phone. And Chris's brother can attest to that, because he said when he passes away,
he's going to your phone for the pictures?
He said I'm doing his whole entire thing, in memoriam, right? So I got him there. But for me, I want to be in all those pictures. Yeah. I want to make sure that's why I love taking pictures and videos of families and friends, as much as you don't like doing it.
Because I'm not good at posing. I don't know how to do it. But I always say, tell me how to pose.
Sometimes I don't even care for the posing part. It's just for us to have the memory. Because sometimes I take a lot of videos and pictures and nothing makes it to social media. Yeah. But for me to just have those memories in there.
Like the one I sent you?
Yeah.
The other day where you're wearing the goggles?
Exactly. Yes. I forgot about that. Right? Looking like a naked mole rat.
That's okay.
But
it was COVID. No one could get anything done. It's fine. We all looked
crazy.
Yes.
Definitely. But I definitely would spend time with family. And if we travel together as a family, that's fine. But, and at some, I guess near the ending of it, then I want to spend time with myself.
But that's why I want to, again, promote having the conversations and just getting comfortable with it, because we all could go at any time. Yeah. And I say that because you almost spoke of it as, okay, I know I'm going to have 5 more years, but it's going to be a healthy 5 years, right? Which is not always guaranteed. And you should also be thinking, this is my healthy 5 years. Yeah. I did, quote unquote. Right? And be living that way. Because a friend of mine's cousin knows when she's going, because she's really sick. And they basically told her end of November. And she's still here, but she probably won't finish out the year. Right? She's now moved from get a medication to help her to just keep her comfortable. Okay. She's 25. Right? So she has the date, but now she can't live out and say, okay, well, I know I'm going to be gone at the end of the...
Man, give me a pill.
That's the thing, right? Well, there's a whole process. And because she's dying so soon, she doesn't have the time to apply for the medical assistance in dying, MAID, here in Canada. That's what it's called. So when I see that, it's a very good reminder to live as if you were told the day you're going to die and you're healthy 100%. And you kind of get out of the way. Because I it's sad. Like, she graduated June. The last time she walked was when she walked across the stage. The next day she was in the hospital.
It's crazy. Right?
So that is the message that I want to get out to people. And that's why I like to talk to people about it and get comfortable with it. And don't just think you have time.
We do not.
But we do. But we don't.
My mom always tells me that when I'm in the house and I'm like, oh, I should go out. And she's like, my mom's like, here's a pot calling the kettle black.
I don't go anywhere. Yes, we know. I don't go out.
And I'm like, oh my God, I just want to stay. And she's like, no. She's like, don't be staying with me and your dad. Just go out and have fun, whatever. And she always tells me, it's later than you think.
It is.
Those words.
I'm 41. When did this happen? Right? And I'm glad I made it to 41. Yeah. And I'm hoping I have another 40, well, more than 40, because that will make me 80. I hope I have many more years. Yeah. But I can remember when I was my daughter's age, who's 18. I remember being 18.
Yeah, same.
And I was like, okay, and when they say the year, I'm like, 2000? Yeah, 2000 just started. Like, no, that was 20-something years ago. I was like, oh, okay. I've been out of high school for 20.
Life comes at you fast, right?
Yeah. Yeah. When I went to the dentist, they're like, you had braces? I'm like, yeah, not too long. I'm like, whoa, 30 something years ago I had braces. Like, I'm so
It was a different time back then too.
It's a either which way.
I was still a child.
So-
She was in her 30s.
That is not true. There's only a 6 or 8, 6, 5.
Up for debate.
How many years?
How old are you?
41.
6 years.
6 years. Here,
Yeah.
catching up.
No, I'm not.
You're right behind
You're
me.
still ahead of me.
I'm always going to be ahead, but you
Always.
are catching up. But regardless, so the question I always ask everybody just to end things out is I want to know 3 requirements, rules, whatever it is for your funeral. I ask this question so people can start thinking about it, and hopefully they go home and say, oh, let me jot this down.
Funny enough, as much as I don't like talking about it,
Yeah.
I already know what I want.
Okay.
My first one is you better cremate me
Okay, so me and you on the same. Cremate us together.
so we can bond together in the afterlife too.
I
You
got-
really have no friends?
Got no friends.
Oh my god.
And an ex.
I'm
Like,
Lord, I guess.
Yes.
Cremate me.
yeah.
That's the first one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is once I am cremated, you better put me in a nice, sexy urn.
What's a sexy urn, Kim?
Not just a box. I don't want a
urn.
wooden box. No, I don't
Okay.
want that. I want like a nice vase.
So
like
go
a nice
like Home Sense and
intricate-
get like a
Home Sense.
Marshall's.
No, you need to get it custom made.
Custom. Are you leaving money for this?
Yes, I'm
Okay,
leaving
just
money for
making sure,
this.
because do you know how much urns cost?
They cost a lot of money now.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah, yeah.
it's a new thing. Everybody
And
wants to
you
get
want a
cremated.
custom
Nobody
one.
wants to go in a box anymore.
Because you have to pay for the plot of land. No one wants to do that.
No, and then third one, and then just sprinkle me over
Where?
the ocean on my birthday.
Every year?
Every year on
we
my
don't have time
birthday.
for that.
It's
Every
not
year,
you
Kim?
doing it. He better do it, or my kids better do it. Yes, every year.
So I've been, you die and I'm no longer a part of your life?
You can get some ashes and wear them around your neck.
I would do that too.
I would definitely do it. It's like my mom doesn't want to be cremated, but my dad wants to be cremated.
How's that going to work?
And I'm struggling with that
Why?
because when they're both gone,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I really got to come back and see you now. Might as well, I guess, see her too.
Don't do my auntie like that. Yes, come back and see her.
I obviously will come back and see her, definitely. But I always imagined like them being together because she wants to be with my dad anyway.
So then put his ashes in her.
Oh no, for
casket.
sure. That's what's gonna happen. But I'm like, she'll take a lock of her hair and I'll take some of his ashes and wear it with me. But for me, yes, cremate me.
Cremate me, so that's one.
Yes, put me in a nice urn.
That goes
And
with the
yeah,
cremation.
put me in a nice
Yes.
urn, make it decorative,
Yeah.
and whatever. And then the second requirement is I want to do like I don't want the big funeral thing.
No.
I just want to make it be like a little party kind of vibe. I want it to be a celebration of my life. So I want to have like you know, like a
Yeah.
event,
Yeah.
right? And my third thing is I don't really have a third thing. That's a lot. 3 things.
It's not your plan?
You have 3?
No, I lie. Guest list?
Do you have your funeral planned?
No, I don't want a funeral. Do
Oh, you don't want a
wanna do with
funeral?
me. Cremate
Really?
me? Yeah, cremate me, that's it.
So spread you eagle and just cremate you
Okay.
eagle?
Just
Really?
cremate me. If you feel you need a service, go ahead and have one. I don't
Do
care
you
how
want
you
them to
do
wax you, bush you before you
it.
go?
No,
You don't want to.
cremate me. Just get rid of me.
You better clean me up nicely.
The cheapest
first.
way to dispose of me, and I'll only use the word dispose when referring to myself, the cheapest way to do that, do it.
You see, this is why I called you weird.
Yeah.
Because why we got to say dispose of me?
I couldn't think of the right word. There is a proper word. I just can't think right now. But whatever you want to do with me, the only stipulation I have is cremate me.
That's it.
And do what you want with the ashes. You don't have to pick me up from the funeral home. They'll keep it there.
No, you pick me up. I don't want to be in there with the rest of the
Depends
people.
on my schedule. Like if I can get there in time. I mean, they're not gonna get rid of you, right? They have to keep you. And I think from what I remember,
Eventually, they have to.
they will bury you or they'll put you somewhere.
Yeah.
They'll put you somewhere. They have a storage for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what do they call it? Paupers funerals? They have to do something.
They do.
You can't just stay there. Oh, you got no money.
Yeah, the city just like takes it. Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm not here. I've already gone to my other life.
I guess because the guy that passed away in New York,
Yeah.
His family said he wanted nothing.
Nothing.
He just wanted to be cremated, and that's it.
Don't waste the money.
He didn't want a service. He didn't want nothing.
I
at
did say
all.
that the last girl I was speaking to is that do what you want, obviously, if you need that closure, but also spend it on yourself. So maybe go and splurge on a bag or whatever it is with the money that you would have spent on a funeral, and get something that whenever you have it, you're always gonna remember me.
Nah, man, you make sure you do me good.
If you leave me any
You
money
better
for your
and you
funeral,
better come look. What are you gonna do with it?
buy shoes.
You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure
Buy some
whatever
shoes.
Rochelle get from this, make sure I want like
I will make
ambiance.
sure Chris mourns you for at least 5 years.
Man, Chris will kick me to the rocks. You're like, okay,
No.
rocks, Kim.
I'll keep showing like, don't forget
More
her
who me?
for 5
He
years.
will
at least.
never, ever, ever, ever forget me.
No, you won't.
He will never forget me.
Wait, when you go, then I kind of lose some more friends.
You really will have no friends.
Because he's like my friend through you. I'll have no friends. That's not fair.
I know he's like,
That's okay.
yeah, you definitely lose. We're all gonna live. All I see that I'm very positive. We're gonna live. I pray on it. We're gonna live till we old, and we're gonna remember this conversation, and we're gonna laugh about it when we both can't wipe our asses.
Oh, well, I'm always gonna wipe my ass.
When you're 90 something, 99,
I will hire someone. See, when you don't spend money on a funeral, I can hire someone to wipe my ass. That's where all
my
the money.
money's not for to wipe your ass.
Okay, so if I make it to 90 something,
And
and I have $10,000, and now I can't wipe my ass, but it's like, oh, hold on to that money for my funeral.
Yes, because it's my money.
Take that money and get someone to wipe my ass. Don't have me in my last years just not properly clean.
Oh, well, hold on. So we're gonna have to have funeral money, and then we're gonna have to have the other money.
As I get older,
It can't be one money.
As I get older, I'm spending frivolously. I can't say the word, right?
Whatever the F
So
word is.
as I keep getting older, it's like, well, I'm not leaving much. I'm leaving money for cremation.
I get it, but I want a proper send off because how I live.
You can go to Montana's and get a meal that I like.
No, we're not even.
You can go to the Real Jerk and do karaoke on a Friday night.
You know who's definitely not doing that? Your mother.
Yeah,
That's not. Araya is also not going to do it. She's not. So as much as you're gonna say it's what you want, it's not gonna happen. Like, do not even say who's gonna come with you. Oh my gosh!
I don't want to be away from my baby. Anyways, I think that's a good place to leave it. No, for real, it's okay. She's not. It's fine. I don't want to leave her. It's fine. I'm gonna die at an old age. She'll be married with children,
and her children will be sick of you as their grandmother.
I'm not gonna be that grandmother. Like I'm gonna babysit my grandchildren.
We definitely know you're not. She's lying. Actually, she is lying. She will be that grandmother.
We're gonna end it because now I'm going somewhere else. Because I only care about my child. I can't even think about loving her children.
Yeah, we're just gonna end it.
So we're wrapping up. I don't know where we can. Mike is like, this girl is weird. Anyways, so we'll wrap it up now. But I thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me, Rochelle.
I'm really excited that I'm starting to do this while I get the feel of things. I'm testing things out, right? And I don't mind saying this here because that's what I'm doing. I'm getting a feel of what everyone likes. So I really wanted to show the dynamic with my cousin, who again is also my best friend and my only friend. But just to show a normal conversation, how bad it's not really that bad, right?
It's not at all.
Thank you for coming all the way here.
Thank you for having me.
And I guess we'll go get something to eat afterwards. Montana's and talk about my funeral.
Eat. We're still not doing that.
Okay. Anyways, thank you everybody for listening to Silent Conversations.